Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Back out here on Travis. I really want to get a dude. We have not been able to get a topwater bite to happen, and I'm not 100% why, I'm not 100% why it's not happening yet. The water temp is definitely warm enough, and these fish should start transitioning to shad. Now, I also haven't seen a shad spawn start to happen yet, and I thought by now we'd have us a little shad spawn started, so I just don't exactly know what these fish are 100% doing, but I always have faith that we can get them on a buzz bait. That's probably my favorite topwater bait for this lake. It's really my favorite topwater bait in general, but this bait caught some big bass on a white buzz bait on this lake. Just nothing this year yet. All right, guys, second spot of the morning. We gotta figure something out, boys. The mornings have not been our friends these past couple of trips, and it's not usually the case on traps. Usually your mornings are you're gonna get your better bites, but I don't know what it's been. It's just been funky. It has been funky, to say the least. I'm not seeing no shad on this outside stuff, which I kind of was hoping that I was gonna see it. There we go. Oh, first fish on the freaking buzzbait. My freaking drag is not tight enough. Okay. It's a little guy, but we got to start somewhere. My drag was not set for anything. I need to lock it down. We'll take that. Beautiful quad. A little chunky. Little chunky butt. Felt like either a bluegill or a small little quad. Nope, there's a fish. Okay, I mean, didn't take too long with the swim jig. That's kind of like, okay, maybe they're not wanting the buzz bait, because that didn't take too long, and I had a hit right before this too, so there's one. Okay. That's on the bait fish swim jig. So we got one on the buzz bait, one on the bluegill swim jig, and then we just got this one on the bait fish swim jig. So I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out which one they want the most, but look how fat he is. They're just eating on shad and little tiny bluegill, like perfect size bluegill, and I think that's why these swim jigs are going to be the name of the game today, which I'm okay with. That buzzbait I just covered, I fished it through too much water and not got enough bites to have any confidence in it right now, not gonna lie. It's one of those things that you should get bit on it pretty quick if they're wanting it. Like, I've never had a problem when they're on it. I've never had a problem getting bit on it, so that's something to think about. I need to just focus on these swim jigs, figure out which one they want the most. He just smoked it right there. Oh, yep, like that. I just came off a little piece of stick. That's a decent one. Yeah, these swim jigs are the deal for sure. I need to just stick with these swim jigs. They did not want the buzzbait. That's a decent one. That was an awesome bite. I just paused it after I came over a stick up. And this dude came and smoked this bait. There we go, baby. Not a giant by any means, but healthier fish, quality. These swim jigs, I'm telling you, are the best finesse swim jigs on the market. Conda finesse swim jig by 6 cents. What I like to do is put a little speed crawl on it or a Z crawl. If I'm trying to get more action on it, I'll put a speed crawl, which is what's on it right now. And then if I want a little bit more subtle action, I'll put a Z crawl on. Kind of just, you know, you just have to see what the bait's looking like and what the fish are reacting to. Sometimes that subtle little change will get you, you know, a couple more bites, and a lot of times it'll get you better quality bites if you find the right subtlety of a trailer. Those are the only 2 trailers I really throw, to be completely honest, is Z crawl and speed crawl by Zoom. So they're definitely able to see this bait super good. So there he is. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm catching a little better quality on this white one than I was on that bluegill one. But they're eating. Look at that belly on that sucker. They all just got nice freaking plump bellies from feeding. But dude, I'm telling you, this bait, I might switch over to a Z crawl here in a second. The thing that the Z crawl does that's different than this bait, I'll show you. This bait has a very more cylindrical body. If you can see the cylindrical body. So it kind of, when you stop it, it kind of nosedives a little bit. But if I were to put this on there, Z crawl, see how that's more flat? So when I stop this bait, that flatness kind of makes it fall like this instead of like this. So it just gives it a little bit more, a little different presentation sometimes that they like. And I can work it just a lot slower. And then when it drops right into the stuffed belly first, and it just looks different. Kind of looks like more of a dying, because when bait fish die, they kind of just float like this. They don't just drop head first. So something to think about. I mean, right now I don't really think I need to change what I'm doing because I'm catching them, but like if I run through a stretch that I'm not getting bit, something as subtle as changing the trailer might give me a bite or 2 more. It's different. There he is. Little tiny guy. Little tiny guad. Trying to get him a little easy little snack. Little guad. They're such pretty fish. I love the coloring on guads. Right when I was about to switch over to that bluegill pattern, I get a little bite. So I know they will eat this. It's just, it'd be cool to switch. This is when you want somebody else in the boat, because if I had somebody else in the boat, one could throw that bluegill, and I could throw this, or vice versa, and you could just figure out which one which one you're gonna get bigger bites on, and then 2, which one is triggering more bites, and you can just learn twice as quick about whatever you're fishing. There's another one. I mean, they definitely want this one though. This is one of those swim jig days, huh? Come here. Come here. Right where we're supposed to be too. I love when they're right where they're supposed to be, behind some wood, on some rocks. And look at this bait. See how one of these pinchers has got bitten off? A little perch or something bit one of those pinches off. And you would think on most baits, as soon as that happens, you're gonna change out this, you're gonna change out the trailer. But with the swim jig, what's so good about the swim jig is you can actually leave one of those pinchers off. And since I'm never just straight reeling and I'm always just adding some action, it makes that freaking bait look like it's like a wounded bait fish, because it kind of rolls a little bit on that side that it rolls towards the side that's messed up, and it kind of looks like it's fluttering away and it's wounded. So I would say, unless it pulls both pinchers off, if it only pulls one pincher off, you might just want to keep it messed up and kind of see if you're getting bit on it, because that swim jig, you're already putting so much action to it and making it look like it's wounded. It really doesn't matter if that trailer's not, you know, fully intact, because they're eating it because they think it's just a wounded, you know, whether it be a bait fish or a bluegill. They're coming for it because you're putting that action and that's making it look wounded regardless. So what I would say is, don't run through all your freaking trailers trying to make that bait run perfectly straight, because with that action you're putting on it, it ain't gonna run perfectly straight anyways. There he is. Dude, I mean, they're right where they're supposed to be. Like, that just looked like a fish should be in there and throw up in there. And of course, there's one in there. Oh, hey, chill out. Bro, they're feisty today. Dude, calm down, please. Yep, just pretty fish. Cannot complain about what's going on right now. I am enjoying myself. Even though I'm not catching them on the buzzbait. That's the only thing that can make this better, is if I, you know, was catching them good on the buzzbait, but the buzzbait is just not happening. I caught one, so I got a little bit of my fix, but what I'm seeing with this swim jig is that this is definitely the deal, and if I'm gonna catch a good quality bass, it's probably gonna be on this bait. Dude, I mean, there's so many fish that are interested in this damn thing. Just because it's more shadier over there still. It's just a gut feeling to go over there real quick. Come on. All right, we just jumped over to this other side real quick. Mainly because it's still shady. It's still shady. The sun hasn't burnt through the clouds over here as much, so the wind's starting to pick up. We're about to have some wind to our back. Oh, look, see a little guy first cast following it. Just little. But I bet there's gonna be some decent ones over here. Especially once we get, okay, there's one. Yeah, there we go, see? Second cast on this other side and we catch a decent one. I mean, as soon as I set in, it's right where it needs to be in his mouth. Right in the top of the roof. Look at that. Look how he got hooked. Tell you wanted to get hooked right there, baby. Second cast when we came over here. I noticed that it had more shade. The sun hadn't burnt through yet, so it's little stuff like that if you just pay attention to and you make the decision quick enough, you can get that one or two extra bites that you need. Yep, there's one. Awesome. On the buzzbait right in front of the boat. Let's go. Second fish on the buzzbait of the day. And I think now that this wind is picking up a little, just a tad bit, it might help. You get just a little bit more ripple. Because you don't want too much ripple. If you have too much ripple with the buzzbait, you're gonna struggle. But if you get the perfect amount, you should catch them pretty good. Look, another one. Oh my God, that was a giant. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh my God, my drag slipped again, dude. Dude, I was not even looking. I wasn't even looking. All right, this buzzbait, oh my God. What a freaking tank, dude. I hope I caught that on camera, the fish. I was not even looking in the direction. I was looking behind the boat. Dude. I gotta start paying attention. I mean, that was a big fish. Every bit of four and a half, maybe bigger. That's just me being humble. There we go. Look at that tiny little sucker. Beautiful guad though. Got some nice yellow to him. Sometimes them guads will get like a nice little like yellow hue to them. Sometimes in the summertime, I catch them a lot of times. They have a beautiful pink like line to them. It's sick. It's like a pink hue. We're gonna go up this river a little bit. There's one. He just sucked it under. I didn't even know he had it. Okay. On the buzzbait, beautiful guad. I didn't even know he had it because he just came and sucked it under. He really didn't smoke it. He's kind of humpback a little bit, but he's got some real pretty colors on him. But again, I didn't know he had it. I didn't even set the hook for a hot minute, and then I was like, oh, my bait's not even there. All right, we came up the Pedernales River a little bit. We're gonna start with the swim jig, and if I'm getting bites, then I'll switch over to that buzz bait. Just have to see if we get some bites. Yeah, this is probably gonna do better than that speed crawl, I would think. There he is already. I mean, yeah, this is where the fish are. The water's so warm up here. I mean, we come over here and instantly just start getting bites, and then we instantly catch one. So beautiful fish too. Look at that yellow. He's got like cool yellowish tint to him. But instantly start getting bites. That's what you want. That's what you want. The shad is probably pushed up here pretty good. Oh, I just had another. I mean, see, I just had another one. I mean, I bet that shad's pushed up here. She's gonna have these fish feeding. I'm seeing shad deep too when I was coming in. Just looking for transition banks where it goes from that more flat soil bank to the rock bank, and that's where you're gonna probably get, you know, 2 or 3 bites pretty quick. Little transition areas for these fish. Not a lot sooner if they want to eat it or not. I mean, they're smoking this thing. Dude, eat it. There he is. Dude, he ate it 3 or 4 times. Big old guad. Look at that guad. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Beautiful guad on the swim. Dude, he hit it 3 times on that same cast. Look how pretty that fish is in the sun. You get that sun to hit those colors right. Texas State fish right here, the Guadalupe bass, man. I love those fish. If they got, I mean, the biggest one I ever caught was like 3 pounds. I think it was like 3 pounds 1 ounce. I think the record is like 3.9 or something like that. So I've caught a big one. So they do get big, but the majority of them are about that size, you know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at that snake. Look at that snake running across that freaking boat slip. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fish this bank, and then when we get over to where it starts getting more dirt, we're gonna just hop over to the other bank. Because the rock is key. I don't really catch them that good on this more flat bank over here. it's not really my cup of tea. I like fishing where there's big boulders and rocks coming down into the water. And guys, there's bait all deep. I mean, everywhere deep, there's just bait, so that's good. That means there's bait shallow too, you know. If it's deep, it's probably getting pushed up shallow. Could be a spinnerbait with if this wind's picking up. I mean, could definitely be a change that they want. Sun's coming out a little bit. That dude wanted it. I seen him come out. That was a cool bite. Oh, 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 oh. Calm down. That was a cool bite. I was just thinking, I was like, do I need to change baits now that this the sun's coming out a little bit and it's windier? So I was thinking maybe a spinnerbait, but that dude just crushed it. I mean, there was no doubt that fish wanted it, but I just feel like all this stuff looks too good not to be getting like way more bites. I finally got one on the spinnerbait. I was like, dude, with this wind, with this wind coming at us, there's bound to be one that'll come and eat this spinnerbait. And I've had some hits. I've had a couple hits, so I'm thinking they might just be kind of smashing into it and not just getting a good bite on it. But I don't know, we should run into a couple like that. See, they're smoking it. I mean, that dude smoked it. I just don't know how he didn't get it. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.